Lost
Where did
in
you
Nepal.
shoot? You shot the movie in a number of locations.
We did, yeah, we did.
Hong Kong is one of the locations?
Hong Kong, London. In fact, we rebuilt what we used of Hong Kong because it was such a complex scene in the film, so we couldn't possibly have shot it as people will see when they see the movie. But we filmed in London, we filmed in a lot in Longcross, which was the studio, but we also filmed in Nepal and Kathmandu, which was amazing.
Well, had you been there
before? New York as well. I had been to Kathmandu, yeah. Very briefly, when I was a student, actually, after I got the A-level results that don't count, I went on a trip to teach English as a foreign language to some Tibetan Buddhist monks, actually, in India. But we took a week out, the other volunteers and I, to go into Nepal, and we had a fantastic time. We were only in Kathmandu for a day and a night to plan our trips. One of the plans didn't involve having a map or a guide. Well, we had a map, but not a guide for a walk into the Himalayas. And there were 4 of us, then mountain sickness struck, and then there were 3 of us, then 2 of us.
They died?
No. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's the kind of reveal I like to give it. An anecdote on the chat show, just talk casually about 2 friends who passed away on a trip. It's the way I like to, promote a film, just a casual, funny story about the death of some dear friends.
Philip and Bob, we'll miss them.
Yeah, but great airtime on a chat show. No, seriously,
wow.
They were fine, I think. In that instant, it was scary, but they definitely lived to tell the tale. They went back down the mountain, or the hill, but it felt like a mountain to us. It was high enough up to get mountain sickness, put it that way. But we carried on ill-advisedly without a guide, with maps that were very, very poor in those days, pre-GPS, so there was very little way of getting it right when you get it wrong. And I started to get the same mountain sickness. And you have to descend. You have to go quite fast down. And we literally reached one of those real, but it turned out very metaphorical, forks in the road. And we didn't know which would go where because there was a heavy mist. And we went down the path that went down, which is good in a way, but it just hit a dead end of bamboo and then rocks and then cliff. And we were lost. We were lost for a day and a half. It was quite scary, and a night.
Who found you?
We sort of found our own way back to this plateau outside of walking through... Oh, God, we went through a river, we went through a bit of jungle at the lower pass of the mountain, and then broke onto this sort of pasture land that was something out of The Sound of Music, and Julie Andrews did not find us. But some very kindly Nepali shepherds did, and we did the universal sign for hunger, because we'd literally been kind of like...
Wait, what is the universal sign for hunger?
I think it's something like that.
Oh, like,
so it's like baby sign language. It's like, please,
And did they fed you, and they
did.
They took care of you?
We had a delightful meal of greens and a couple of boiled eggs, and nothing to do with their cooking, but I did then get amoebic dysentery, which was interesting. So the adventure wasn't over.
So you have some fond memories.
Yeah,
you know what we do when we're in college? We go to Daytona Beach and we lift up our shirts. It's a different...